frustrating loss, you know, real disappointing loss. You know, we're playing spot basketball. You know, we play good for 2 minutes, then we're bad for 5, then we play good for 7, and we're bad for 3. And you just can't have any consistency, and you just can't win any basketball games in this league when you play that way. And you know, we're not doing a very good job of making basketball plays, you know, cuts, and shot selection and things like that. We're not playing very good. I mean, I know we shot 46%, which is not horrendous, but we're just not making the plays that we need to make to win basketball games. And we got to get better at it. We got to get more ball movement. We got to get more people movement. And then we got to do better defensively. You know, teams come in and shoot 50% every night against us. That's not gonna get it. That won't get it. We get our rebounds, our 15 rebounds. We just got to do a much better job of playing better basketball. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's not anything complicated. I mean, we just got to play better. We got to, you know, we got to be able to rebound the ball better. We got to be able to make better basketball decisions, and we got to stop turning the damn ball over.
Been missing 2 guys tonight out a little bit because it's the same
No, we would never use that as an excuse. They've got guys missing, you know, hey, you know, we had enough people out there to play the basketball game. We're playing at home, we should win the game. We have no excuses. The only excuse we have is that we played poorly and we didn't get the job done.
So how do you go about getting the job done? Could you continue to tinker with the lineup to see if you can get guys that can play together? Or
well, you know, everyone's got to step up, and you know, we will make it if we have to. We will force the ball to move from side to side. We just got to do a better job. Like I said, when we pass the ball more than 3 times, we're a very good team. We shoot in the mid-50s. When we pass it 1 or 2 times, we shoot 33%. So we're not an ISO team. We're not a hold it team. We got to move the basketball. So we got to get the ball moving.
That seemed to show up in the 4th quarter the last 2 nights where you.
No, it's not the 4th quarter. You got to stop somebody. You know, we got to go down and lay it in, lay it in, lay it in. You know, if you're behind, that doesn't do you any good. All it does is put extra pressure on your defense. On your offense, going down trying to score. You have to be able to get stops. You have to be able to run on stops. You have to be able to come down and run your offense when you have stops, not when you're exchanging baskets. It doesn't do you any good when you're behind and you're exchanging baskets. That doesn't work out. Mathematically, it's impossible. So we got to be able to step up our defense and be able to come up with stops and not have guys just lay the ball in the basket in the lane, you know, when we're trying to make a comeback. Time after time after time. It doesn't work out.
Where was the discommunication on those rotations in the paint, as you mentioned the layups? What were you seeing out there?
Well, we're trying to stay with J.J.-Redick, and there's supposed to be a bump and get out, and they did a good job of executing. They did a good job of executing their offense. So I don't want to take anything away from them, but, you know, we have to do a better job of being where we're supposed to be defensively and just digging in and guarding our guys and being able to rebound the basketball. You know, even when they miss some shots, they got them back. And, you know, if you keep giving them 2nd and 3rd opportunities, things are going to go badly for you.
What do you make of Bassey's effort?
Excuse me?
Bassey's effort?
I think he played extremely hard. Didn't shoot the ball well. I never have a problem with him. I've never had a problem with him. I mean, I know he's one of the guys on our team that gives you everything that he's got. He's an unbelievable competitor, and if he doesn't shoot the ball well, he doesn't shoot the ball well. But I just know that I get everything that I possibly can from him, and that doesn't ever bother me. You know, I know that he gives you everything that he can get. And we've got to have 12 guys that's doing that, not 4 or 5.
Can you comment on Luis Scola having a tough time, it seemed like, with Andrew Nicholson?
Well, the kid's a good player. You know, not only is he a good player, he's a physics major, so he's smart and good. But he's a good player. He shoots the ball well. He's got long arms. you know, he's going to be a really good player in this league.
Was one of the plays that disappointed you most where they had to call timeout with nothing on the shot clock left and he wound up open?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do it, guys. We got 5 down and then we got 6 up. And, you know, we had to rest some guys and make some substitutions and we went right back down. So, you know, we got to be able to sustain when we put guys in the lineup, and we just got to do a better job.
It seemed like Michael Beasley just wasn't there aggressively or mentally.
He's got to play better, and he's got to play more consistent. He knows that. All right, thanks, Coach.
Jared, kind of a tough one that you guys are in it the whole way.
Yeah, I mean, they all been tough. I mean, you know, we had it close. Even had a lead throughout the game. You know, our Orlando team is very similar to us. No really go-to guy, but they play real well together. They run their sets. They know who they are, and you know, every game we're finding different ways to lose, and that just tells you what a young team that could happen. And for us, we just got to just find our identity, find you know, keep the substitution patterns so people know when they're getting in, know when they're getting out, and you got to build on it. You know, usually towards the end of the game, that's when you can see that not having a go-to guy can hurt us at times. But yeah, we got to just be confident with us and play together, and we do that in spurts. First half, when it's crunch time, we tend to get a little timid and not really, you know, run the sets the way they should be run.
You talked about the spurts. How frustrating is that when you guys play well at times, but then you can't put it all together to get the...
Oh, it's very frustrating. I mean, 'cause everybody wants to win. But, you know, obviously that's why you get, you know, some people get paid more than others. Certain teams do better. For us, you just can't feel sorry for yourself. I mean, hey, you lost 7 in a row, you lose 10 in a row. You got to come to work. You can practice and get better. You don't want to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. You want to keep fighting. And for us, good thing it's only December. It's not, you know, in April you're at the bottom. So guys have to want to come in here, get better, learn. You got to watch film, see your mistakes. Defensively, the rotations, and you know, it can't be my bad here, and for each guy, because then they add up. But you give credit to them, and for us, to get back to work.
You talked about the substitution pattern, but for the coaching staff, that's difficult when guys aren't consistently contributing.
Right.
So
That's very. I mean, you know what? And that's why guys have to hold each other accountable. It's if you're not producing, the next guy come up. If next guy, I understand. That's definitely, and that's usually happens on bad teams. But usually, when you know your role, know when you're going in, it's more of a confidence builder, and that happens. You know, like myself, in the year not shooting the ball well, throughout the course of the year, my percentages are going to be there what they are at the end. That's why you got to stick with it. And just know what you're going to do, and it's a tough job for Alvin. It's a tough job for guys. So once we figure that out, we'll be a lot more successful.
What'd you miss without Goran tonight?
Attacking point guard. You know, obviously, you know, Bassi played really well, but you know, Goran is a different guy. You know, Goran goes in attacks. You know, he can hit the ball from the outside. You know, he was sick, and it's happened to me before. And you know, other guys got to step up. And Bassi played well defensively. Deontay had a chance to get in there. We definitely missed him out there, but even with that, we still had a great opportunity to win this game, and that's kind of been the theme, you know, off and on through this losing streak. So what we got to do is just bite the bullet, get in here, get after it. So it'll be good to practice. We haven't had a good practice in a while just because of that road trip and, you know, heading back out to LA. So, you know, good thing about the NBA compared to NFL. NFL is only 16 games. You got 82, but it could be a long season if you make it. If you keep losing like this, but it's also you have a chance to turn it around. And there's been people with worse records that have made the playoffs, and people with better records that haven't.
What would you say is the biggest difference between you guys and the Magic? They're a young team as well.
Yeah.
All new players, and
I think right now, I think they right now have a team where they just know their roles a little bit better. They know their bigs are setting screen for JJ. They know big babies get the ball on the post. Jameer's running the show. They have a shorter rotation. I think JJ follow play probably 80% of the game. They started the young guy, Harkless. He came out. D. Jones came in. They're a little bit tighter with their rotations, and I think they just know that their bigs don't do too much. They know it, and right now we have a lot of guys that can score. So our point is just identifying roles, and that happens throughout the season.
Just wondering how did this one get away from you guys, and it seemed like you were playing pretty well there for a while.
Well, we played well for maybe 3 quarters, and then we stopped. We didn't compete. We didn't play hard enough. We were not playing tough enough.
How do you change that?
That's a good question. I guess we have to just come, ready to play. We got to prepare each other, better. Each one of us got to prepare better, and we just got to work on it in the practice. That's it.
Do you think it has to do with the rotations or the minutes that each guy is getting? You think that's
No
down?
comments. Next question, please. That's it. Yeah. Thanks, guys.